Okay, and we are live. Hello.
Yes, we're finally back.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks. Well, it's been 3 weeks and a day, because we're not streaming on the usual day. Yeah, Pesterquest with a couple of characters that I kind of sleep on. I feel I don't think about.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Aradia dearly, so
I'm
excited to see more of her.
Yeah.
And Tavros is good too.
Yeah. He has his ups and downs.
Yeah. I admittedly like him a little less than the other trolls, but he's still good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he's not Aradia.
Yeah. I don't know. I never found him that entertaining, I guess. He's just not that kind of a character, but I mean, he's doing his best.
Yeah. He's trying. He got a one-up on Briscoe one time, and that's what matters.
Yeah, just the once. Looks like it's him first. Volume 8, Route 1. Volume 8 already. Blimey.
Oh yeah, wow.
Glimmering gold and cold iron.
Yeah.
Let's get on with it.
Let's get on it. Oh wait, and we didn't decide who was voicing who.
Oh, yeah. Oh no. What do you want to do?
Well, I'll voice Aradia.
Sure.
So I can be MSPA reader this time.
Cool. Yeah. I feel like we always. I don't know. I feel kind of bad that it's like you're always voicing female characters and I'm voicing male. We're being very.
Well, we can switch it around if you want. I can make a good pathetic voice for Tavros.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't mind either way.
Yeah, I only figured that since I have like the higher voice that I can do female characters.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, hello, Miss Rose.
Oh, welcome back. I actually don't have the stream up on my end, but that's all right. I just don't. Yeah. Anyway, I won't be seeing chat this time.
I'd see you very excited, Miss Rose. I am as well. Always excited for Pesterquest. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just feel like we should.
Let's switch things up this time. I'm good with that.
Yeah. You're enjoying a brisk, head-clearing walk in the Alternian moonlight when the plot comes screaming towards you. Literally, you don't even have time for introspection. Here we
Fantastic.
Here we go.
I was not expecting that.
That's the way to start it.
Alright.
You turn your head to see a guy in a wheelchair whizzing down a nearby hill. He's got a phone in one hand, making it difficult for him to control his descent with the other. You quickly rush over in time to see him hit a rock and go flying through the air with an impressive arc. You bring the fallen wheelchair over to it. He stares at you for a second and then pulls himself back into it with a grunt.
Thank you, weird and ugly alien stranger.
But once he's settled into the chair, you look over the boy you just held. He's lanky and scrawny except for his oversized horns, giving the impression of a boy going through a very awkward puberty. His wheelchair is simple and flimsy, and it looks like it's gone through a lot of wear and tear.
I like his sprite, it's great.
His what?
Oh, his sprite.
Oh yeah.
His portrait, rather, I should say. They're not really sprites.
Yeah.
Oh, introductorily speaking, I should say that my name is Tavros.
Tavros, as is not usual for you, the name sounds familiar even though you're not sure any of your other friends mentioned him by name. You give him a proper greeting and then ask what happens, and he nods toward an old watchtower at the top of the hill.
I was attempting to scale toward the tower. To acquire a rare speed-spawn go monster. Oh my god. What is his name? Movalpine. Speed-spawn go! Oh my god. I'm sorry, I fucked up that line because that was so funny. It's ranked Ether Mythic Triple Rare class, which is one of the rarest of all, at least concerning monsters that can be found in lower blood neighborhoods. But it appears to be tragically out of my reach, no matter how much I believe in my ability to pursue it.
You don't know what a fine spot is, but maybe you can help? You've wrangled a few monsters in your time.
What?
You know, you could help push him up the hill. Maybe fight some giant horrifying beast, the usual.
Wow. I normally am expected to do everything myself, always. The only trolls who offer me help are those who live too far away to actually do anything of consequence. Which is fine, I get it, but it's pretty useless to me. Anyway. No.
What?
I don't want your help on account on if I take it, I will be weakening myself and failing to grow as a troll. That's not how it works, honey. I will just have to try again and again and get grievously hurt in the process, probably. Don't worry. Oh my god.
Tavros. Tavros begins to wheel back toward the hill. You know how this story goes. You'll have to spend your entire evening convincing this poor troll boy that it's okay to accept help from others. You launch into a gentle pitch about how help from a friend can...
Oh, well, if you say so, then I accept your help.
Oh, that was easy. You follow Tavros up the hill. When he reaches the steepest part and his wheels begin to lose traction, you step in behind him to give him the little push he needs. Two of you are successful in scaling the hill. Tavros grins and taps at his phone. Oh, it's a phone game? No real monsters involved? Holy shit, this is beauty.
Yes! Woeful Pete is now acquired, thank you so greatly. Maybe the cartoons for Wigglers are right all along. And friendship is truly the greatest source of power to exist.
Finally, someone who gets you. You ask if he wants a quick ride home. He tilts his head in confusion.
I already have a ride, always. I'm sitting in it.
Not like that. You tell him it's hard to explain. Just trust you on this one.
Okay, let's go.
With that, you grip his chair and focus your energy, and zap on over to his hive. Oh,
Whoa, are you magic?
yes.
Awesome. Do you know any fairies?
No.
Shucks.
Tavros glances around the room and you follow suit. Your eyes settle on an advertisement for the theatrical run of Pupa Pan. A pinch of special stardust is all it takes to fly. Brought to you by Her Imperious Condescension's 19th favourite theatre company. Reserved seating for high-buzz. Hecklers will be called.
Oh my god.
The rest of the room is rather plain and sparsely decorated. The floor is scattered with messy gaming supplies.
So, this is my hive. What do you think? Would you characterize this pad as sufficiently cool?
What is that face? You glance at a framed picture of a famed trickster in booty shorts. Sure, yeah, this pad is cool as hell.
Excellent, I hoped you would. Your approval is most good to have. I thought you might be uninterested on account of me being boring and kind of sad. Oh.
Boring and sad kids are your favourite, you tell Tavros. Wait, that sounds terrible. Ignore that. You mean you relish the opportunity to make people less sad?
Oh, don't worry then, because I'm definitely sorrowful enough to satisfy. Also, I'm not great at talking either, so we have at least one point of failure in common. Oh my god.
Thanks? Tavros flashes you a thumbs up and a wink. He wheels closer to you, and one of his scattered calves crunches under a tread and gets stuck, necessitating a bit of finagling. I love that word. You must admit you're a little surprised by the wheelchair. Your experiences on Alternia would suggest that their culture is not very kind to the disabled. Yeah, I have thought that before.
They're not wrong, yeah.
I'm surprised he managed to get one.
Oh, it very isn't. there's a long story behind the fact of me being like this. Kanaya says not to talk about it because it hurts my self-esteem.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You turn your attention to some of his cards. Perhaps he can teach you...
Well, if you insist, I will reveal to you my tragic backstory. God damn it. Oh my god. I used to be more of a hardcore gamer who would do the extreme roleplays. And I had a friend, or I thought she was my friend, who I did flarp with.
Oh, you're familiar with Flarp. You're an Aussie Gourmandias. Come to think of it, you've got a great Flarp friend who he might love to meet. Maybe not.
Well, I don't play anymore. Because this old friend of mine did a bad thing to me, resulting in a chain of revenge that was very tragical. Essentially, the story is that I was thrown off a cliff, psychically, and became heavily injured, which resulted in my legs not working.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
The culprit continues to hassle me sometimes in ways which are supposedly remorseful, but mostly continue to make me feel bad. For instance, trying to make me learn how to climb stairs, or fight better, or telling me I'm useless and awful because I can't. Although she also sent me this 4-wheel device, which helps me not be cold, that explains it. So that's nice, I guess. Although maybe she wouldn't have done that if Kanaya didn't say to. I don't know, she's hard to understand. Sometimes very nice, and other times extremely not nice, and I can't figure out how she truly feels about me.
Wow, this girl Tavros is talking about seems like a real piece of work. You sure are glad none of your friends are anything like that?
Well, have I got news for you, buddy? Yeah, but maybe it's best not to think about her, actually. Kanaya was right. Why don't I teach her how to play... Oh god!
Oh boy.
Tavros!
Tavros freezes up instinctively.
Oh no, that's her. The one who injured me.
Oh no, your spine ices over.
Do you want to voice Vriska here?
I don't know.
Assuming she's making more appearances in this volume.
I can try.
I mean, I'm cool with doing it too because she's very fun to voice.
I don't know, I feel like I don't know, you've done it a few times if you want to keep on.
Well, it's your choice.
I don't know, yeah, I don't know, if you're okay doing her and Tavros.
I'm okay with that.
Because I don't think I can. I don't know what kind of voice I give her.
That's fine. I basically already have it down from last time.
Yeah. You recognize that telltale exaggerated note. How can this be? How could your dear, sweet, precious friend Visco do such a horrible thing to you? Okay, yeah, no, this tracks. Maybe she did do one thing wrong. But why? This isn't like the other kids she killed. You know Visco is violent and volatile. She had to be to survive. To harass Tavros after the fact instead of just feeding him to her lusus? It doesn't make sense. You feel sick to your stomach.
Hey, Tavros, you haven't been answering my messages. We need to talk.
Her voice comes from outside the window as it moves around the perimeter of the house. You glance at Tavros' stricken face as you hear the sound of keys jingling in a lock. Fuck, she has the keys to his hive?
Holy shit.
God. Tavros groans and leans back in his chair. Vriska barges into the respite block and then freezes up.
Oh, hey.
Hey, you say with an awkward wave. Vriska seems uncomfortable.
I didn't know you knew this, dork.
It's a friendship in progress. Tavros has told you some things about their past together.
Of course he has. Okay, listen. I know it sounds bad, because it is, and I get that, okay? way back when, it was less than a week ago, I was part of a FLARP campaign that went way off the rails and Tavros ended up getting thrown off a cliff. It was basically my fault. But that's all in the past now. Things are better now. I hooked Tavros up with his sweet wheelchair and everything. It's not that sweet. Shut up, Tavros. I'm talking about how terrible I feel about hurting you. This is great.
Tavros cringes and you try to intercede on his behalf. Why is Vriska here?
Oh, right. I'm here to extend an olive branch. Very monogamously so, if you ask me. Terezi and I are getting the band back together. Not for FLARP, obviously. That ship has sailed. But we're going to whip this planet into shape and we need all the help we can get. You spent enough time moping around uselessly. It's time for some action. You're in, right? No? What do you mean, no? I mean, I don't really want to do anything exciting or dangerous like that. Especially because you're going to be involved. I don't think it would be a good idea to also be... Oh, come on. Things are totally square between us, Tavros. We all got hurt. Besides, I'm just trying to help you live up to your potential. You could be somebody. You could finally start living up to your legacy. I don't want to be somebody, at least not your kind of somebody. Tough luck, Toreador. None of us get that choice. If nothing changes by the time your rites of maturation roll around, you're screwed. The drones will call you in an instant.
Vriska turns to you, her eyes wide, her fist trembling. Her frustrated glare barely conceals the desperation beneath.
I mean, you agree with me, right? Tavros needs to shape up. He needs us. Pardon? He needs us. It's time we put the past behind us and move on. I'm just trying to help him.
She leans closer. It's obvious she wants you to back her up.
Oh gosh.
3 choices.
Oh, there are 3 choices this time. All right.
Okay. Well, which do we think is the right answer? And, we can try and get the bad endings first.
Wow. I wasn't expecting 3 choices.
Yeah, that doesn't normally happen.
How about we go in a descending order?
Yeah, fair enough.
So
Take a side
so-
first.
Yeah, don't take a side.
Who do you think you are, a centrist?
God.
This is a choice-driven narrative game. That obviously means having to choose between 2 equally unsatisfying, mutually incompatible options which will forever alienate you from the side you did not pick. And why did you give us that choice? Try again.
Wow. All right, that was good.
So
Guess we're siding with Tavros.
Okay. You take a step closer to Tavros, and Vriska visibly deflates. Oh.
Come on, Fembo friend slut. You can't seriously be on his side.
Yes, you can be, and you are. You think you understand now. You see how Vriska took her suffering and bitterness and passed it along. You see how, under beastly tutelage, she learned to sink her fangs into her prey and tell herself she was doing it for their own good. In these two you see a microcosm of Alternia, of hurt kids hurting kids, until finally the book stops at the kindest or weakest among them. So no matter how much sympathy you have for her, you can't stand idly by and let Vriska continue this cycle of hurt. You tell Vriska to look at Tavros, really look at him, and ask herself if her help has done anything for him. Isn't this the kind of suffering that she and Terezi want to prevent?
Damn,
Right
that's
now-
deep.
Right now, the best thing she can do for Tavros is to leave him alone.
Leave him alone? You don't get it. None of you do. If I leave him alone, he's toast. Seriously, how have you not figured that out by now? You've seen what this planet is like. You think we could just flip a switch and fix everything overday? He's a worthless loser living in a world that has losers, and if that doesn't change, he's going to die a sad, pathetic death. And you and Kanaya and everyone else, you're just enabling him. When he croaks, it's going to be on your head, not mine. So if you'd rather hang out with Tavros in his make-believe fairyland, be my guest. But some of us are still going to be living here in the real world.
You and Vriska spend a while staring at one another. All you can muster is a look of pity, which only seems to incense her further. Her face scrunches up and then goes steely and flat. Her voice is icily calm.
You two have your fun. I'm out. Damn.
Vriska slams the door shut as she leaves. Tavros exhales a long sigh of relief.
I felt that whole conversation.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was drinking hot chocolate through a lot of it, so I wasn't really reacting.
Understandable. Well, that went pretty well for an encounter with Vriska, all things considered. I only feel somewhat terrible about who I am.
Slowly, gently, you place a comforting hand on Tavros' shoulder and tell him that he deserves better than this. It's not his fault. Vriska is difficult.
Yeah, Kanaya says that too. I sometimes almost believe her when she does.
The room is silent, except for a faint wriggling noise coming from some of the balls on Tavros' floor. You don't know what else to say.
Would you, perhaps enjoy playing some Peterspawn with me, perhaps? As a matter of distraction?
Oh, fuck yes, you tell him. Let's spawn some viruses? Yeah. Your FLARP experience inured you to Alternian game design, so you're only mildly nauseated when Tavros shows you how the physical version of light spawn works. Chitinous purple critters explode from gooey orbs and infest plushies before bursting out in the form of larger monsters with more limbs than you're comfortable with. Also, you have a handful of cards which boost their attributes and allow you to interfere with your opponent's monsters. There's a lot to keep track of here. Before too long, the room is full of chittering purple monstrosities and queasy-looking host plushes on the verge of birthing even more abominations. You are so lost. But you think you're winning? Your creatures appear to be doing a better job of preying on his host plushes and spawning more of themselves. You've got a meter in the corner that keeps going up while his goes down. That's good, right? You think it's good, at least where victory is concerned. But you are more concerned with the dejected look on Tavros' face. He doesn't seem to be giving the game his all. You ask him if he's doing okay.
No.
Oh, okay, he just came out and said it.
My fun has been stymied, I think, by my thoughts about Vriska.
He wheels himself over to the window and looks despondently out.
I used to like Vriska a lot, you know, and admire her for her many qualities that were good, such as being very confident or having skill at games. But now I just hate her. Or feel like I should hate her, but instead do not feel those feelings. In her place, I feel very conflicted and bad about myself and wonder if there's something wrong that I can't feel as angry as I should. Or make myself to become strong enough to talk to her properly about my feelings. It's just a big mess.
You glance again at the posters lining Tavros' walls. Sprightly fairy girls with confident smiles, long messy hair, and blue colour schemes. The resemblance to Vriska is uncanny and superficial. She's never going to be like the girl from those posters. That's just not who Vriska is. But for a sad, hurt boy who likes to dream, she must seem so painfully close. This is a problem too big for you to untangle right now. You need to redirect Tavros' thoughts. Close your eyes and ask your intuition. What should you do?
Let's help him fly.
Yeah. From the darkness, you reach into your muddled memories and catch a glint of glimmering gold. When you open your eyes, Pupa Pan stares back at you. Unlike him, you don't have special stardust, but you think you might have something better. You tell Tavros you'll be right back, sort of. What? What are we here?
Alright.
I don't know where this is going. The now familiar Perspition spires greet you. You swoop through the shiny architecture until you find those towers that seem to house the dreaming children. Sure enough, Tavros' dream self can be found in one tower, nestled comfortably in a recuperacoo. You poke him on the cheek. No response. You give him a little shake. Nothing. With a sigh, you rear back your hand and slap him hard. Tavros remains asleep. He's practically comatose. Why? This feels so off. Karkat is awake and Tavros isn't, and something about that is just wrong. It's all wrong.
Yeah, technically the reverse should be true, where Tavros is already awake.
What?
Oh, something happened? What? Did something happen?
If you
Oh!
clicked onto the
Oh!
next...
Whoa, okay,
Sorry, I need to check that in the log. How can you help Tavros under these circumstances? He's got to wake up. You need him to wake up. Why won't he... And then that flashed up.
Wow, okay. And, okay, from what I can tell, it looks like he's dead. He's got no pupils.
I didn't really get a good look at it.
Yeah, I'm scrolling back and forth with the scroll wheel because you can go back and
right,
you can see the flashing. Yeah, but I was gonna say that in canon the reverse is true, where Tavros is already awake and Karkat is still asleep.
Yeah.
Now, this is interesting.
Well,
All right then.
Tavros yawns as he rises blearily from his slumber and squints around. He crawls out of the recuperacoo and reaches over to the ramp beside it with an instinctual motion. His hands find no wheelchair and he tumbles over, then quickly rises, and realizes with a start that he is floating in mid-air.
Whoa, what?
Surprise! You inform Tavros that this is the mystical world of dreams that is part of the game he was supposed to play one day, but now isn't going to. Maybe. Probably. You'll be honest, you still don't know exactly how this works. But you do know that this is a land where he can fly.
That seems highly improbable that such a world would exist. Or especially that I would be allowed to enter it and fly freely around with no repercussions. It just seems like a thing that would never eventually happen to me, does it not?
But it is happening, you tell him. You prove it by pinching his arm. He flinches.
Why did you just assault me?
It's a thing. Pinching is... Okay, this is a cultural misunderstanding. But the fact that he can feel pain should prove that this place is real. Or at least as real as a magic dream world can be.
I see. My arm does certainly hurt in a realistic manner, as well as my feelings due to the uncalled for attack of a friendly individual.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You tell Tavros to stop worrying about that and start unworrying about how he can fly now.
Oh, yeah.
With unsteady movements, Tavros begins to circle his dream room. He holds his hands out as he sails around, floating upwards and then dipping down. He seems to get the hang of it quickly, and as he does, his face cracks into a wan smile.
Aww. Oh, woo! Oh, this feels really amazing.
At your invitation, Tavros follows you out the window and sees Prospect stretching toward him. His eyes go all starry.
Can I really explore all of this area?
He can, you tell him. Probably. Just don't go barging into anyone's houses.
Hell, okay.
Tavros does loops and twirls, pirouettes around spires, and weaves through throngs of Prospician civilians. He hoops and hollers, the anxious crescendo in his voice nearly absent. The sound echoes among the golden towers and rebounds back at you, a cacophony of childlike exhilaration. You swoop alongside him, buoyed by his excitement, and the two of you begin to race each other around the planet. You run out of energy before Tavros does, but eventually he comes down from his high. He floats lazily beside you, upside down, his mohawk hanging down into his face. His eyes are locked on the sky and clouds, and he's wearing a wide, if oddly blank, grin.
Hey, I want to thank you for doing this for me, allowing me to feel this freedom and joy. It really means a lot.
You grin and give him a thumbs up. You're glad you could help.
Yeah, me too.
You glance up at the clouds. How long have you been out there? You figure it's probably time to head back to the real world. You tell him you'll teleport back and then wake him up.
What? Oh, no. Don't wake me up, please. I don't want to go back to that life. When I could spend my days here forever feeling blissful and happy for once.
You pause. That's not the response you have expected, although you suppose you should have seen this coming. What about his friends, his responsibilities in the waking world? What happens when the drones come knocking?
Well, those are some pertinent questions which I don't care about, though. This is where I'm happy and where I belong. That's what you wanted, right? To help me be happy?
I don't like where this is going.
Oh boy, yeah, that's not great.
Right.
Then your work here is done. Tavros, you can't run away from your problems like this.
He smiles at you, and you feel like you should smile back. There's a hint of sadness behind his eyes that gives you pause. It's like he's waiting for you to take charge and tell him off for choosing escapism. Waiting for you to make the hard decision he doesn't have the guts to make. But that's not the kind of person you are. If he'd rather spend most of his time asleep, that's good enough for you. Given the planet he lives on, you can't blame him. So you give him a little wave and vanish into the ether of canon. By the time he works up the nerve to say something, you're already gone.
Oh, that's how it ends.
Yeah, that's...
Wow.
Yeah, it's... I mean, not the worst bad ending, but... I mean, you can't be doing that
Yeah.
all the time.
Shall we side with Vriska first before we do the other option?
Yeah. I'd like to get the good ending last. End it on a high.
Yeah.
Side with Vriska. You can't resist her force of personality. When Vriska speaks, it just sounds right. You tell Tavros that he should accept Vriska's offer.
Hell yeah! See, Tavros? My buddy here agrees. Let bygones be bygones.
Tavros shrinks into his chair, small and sad. The two of you just stare at him as the awkward silence swirls like mist around you. Vriska clenches her fist and steps forward, but you quickly put a hand on her shoulder and she pauses.
Being around here is depressing and someone doesn't want my help anyway. Whatever, come on Thembo friend slut, I've had enough bull for one night. Let's go chill out somewhere less boring. Like, I don't know, an arcade? Maybe a movie theater? What do people without a loses to take care of even do?
You suggest to Vriska that you can find out. Together, she beams.
Okay. Bye, I guess.
You can see how we're helping Tavros.
Yeah.
Situation. Tavros seems conflicted, as though he can't decide whether to be relieved that Vriska is leaving, or upset that you're abandoning him. You don't really care, though. You're going to an arcade. Okay?
Alright.
It's completely different.
Friendship ended with Tavros, now Vriska's my best friend. Grub invaders. That's cute.
Oh, hello, a guy watching the show, I believe you're new? Sorry if you're not, I have a bad memory.
I cannot see the chat, but I'm saying hello as well. Hello, person.
Good to have you here. Let's get the good ending then. Let's stay grounded.
Alright, yeah, let's stay grounded.
From the darkness, you reach into your muddled memories and catch a glint of cold iron. When you open your eyes... Oh, what's that?
Sorry about that. No, it's just, I dropped my pill bottle. We're fine.
Okay. When you open your eyes, Pupa Pan stares back at you. He would have you believe that faith is all it takes to fly. But you think Tavros could use something a little more material. You put a gentle hand on his shoulder and ask him what you can do to help him spread his wings. His metaphorical wings, that is. It's not like he could ever sprout real wings. The very thought is absurd. Tavros sighs.
I just wish I could live more independently, I guess. To take charge of my life and become less under Vriska's thumb.
I think Tavros could use some metaphors, real funds.
I do have some. Nepeta is very kind to me often. Gamzee and I like to throw down sick rhymes, and Kanaya tries to help with Vriska. But there's not a lot they can do when we live far away. And as nice as my Lucis is, he's unable to help me with all my issues due to his small size limiting him to only moving and carrying small objects to me when I require them. The simple fact is that I didn't build my hive with the expectation of one day using a four-wheel device to navigate it.
Can Tavros move to a better hive? Could you help him with that?
No. As a bronze, the stipend I receive is not enough to cover such things. Even this four-wheel device, which is highly basic compared to some high-blood models, would have cost me over a wife's worth of savings. Few changes are available to me, economically speaking, especially if I want to not alert drones to my unsuitedness for troll expectations.
You see, if money is the issue, that's not something you can help him with. At least, not directly. You might know others who can. You tell Tavros that you're going to step out for a moment to fetch a mutual friend. Are we getting more Gamzee? Oh, okay. He seems briefly surprised when you return with Kanaya. You guess you don't blame him. This strikes you as a pretty rare pairing, conversationally speaking.
You want to be Kanaya?
Sure. I'll try.
Okay. Oh, Kanaya. It's nice to see you in person, unexpectedly. Wow, my hive is terrible looking, sorry. But, hi. You look nice.
Yes, I do. How are you faring? What's my advice regarding the construction of an imaginary friend? Help aid yourself to speak.
Well, I haven't really got to try it yet, so no, it hasn't, I guess.
Kanaya suppresses a sigh. Okay. Well, let's get directly to business.
Her face.
I've brought some materials with which to renovate your hive.
Oh.
Please advise us as to how best to redesign things to suit your needs.
Aw.
Oh, I zoned out there. Tavros' eyes water up and he sniffs, leaning forward in his chair.
Really? You would do that for me, despite it taking a large portion of time and effort, and presumably money as well?
I don't really spend my stipend on much besides fabric. And I intend to twist Vriska's arm until she offers a portion of her flopping treasure to foot the bill, too. And of course...
That's fair.
And of course I'd do it for you. Any less would be a rejection of my helpful sensibilities. Kanaya says it with a neutral tone and a straight face, as if there's nothing remarkable about it, but Tavros nevertheless breaks into a grin.
Wow, thanks. Okay, give me some time to develop ideas on how to properly jack this hive up and deliver the most utterly dope and pimped up changes. This is going to be so great.
What is going on here?
Chopping out trees, I guess?
You give Tavros the requested time and then begin the work in earnest. You weren't sure what to expect, but the construction process proved smoother than anticipated. Kanaya brings a set of alien devices which she claims to acquire from a sea-dwelling friend of hers. One converts raw materials into a strange substance that reminds you of food fishes. I forget what it's called, but that thing, yeah.
The thing that Jane had, I forgot the name too, but yeah.
Yeah, that was a Crococorp thing, so it makes sense that Fefri would have one.
Yeah.
Kanaya fells trees with her chainsaw and feeds them into the machine, and before long you have a trove of the gusher things. The other device expends the gushers to modify buildings. It has a holographic click and drag interface, much like The Sims played in real life.
How do they have, like, alchemical stuff without having played the game?
Yeah, that is weird.
It's really weird!
You find its construction software to be incredibly handy, and also eerily familiar. But honestly, you find everything eerily familiar these days. Yes, it's very convenient. Home construction has been an important part of troll culture for as long as history remembers. Most do not know why, although to me the reason is obvious. Preparation for the game which we will now no longer be playing due to outside interference.
Oh.
Wait, she knows about that? Yes, I figured out what was going on a day or two after you visited me, but I thought it prudent not to get particularly dramatic about it all. That was very thoughtful of her. Yeah, I try. Kanaya finishes feeding logs into the first device and begins to manipulate Tavros' hive with the other. Together, you are a clockwork team. Tavros provides directions, Kanaya implements them with her stellar sense of design, and you provide moral support by standing around looking cute.
Okay, yes. Nudge that shelf over to the left. Yeah, like that. Wait, actually, right. Further. Okay, no. Go back. A bit more. That's almost good. Now, make it a little tad higher. Yes. No, lower. There, right there, and yes, perfect, I think. Okay. Poor Kanaya. Okay, actually, can you go back to where it first was? Oh, God. Oh, that's nice.
I like the new recoup.
Yeah.
Fix the window. I like this.
It's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's more accessible now.
Yeah. In the end, it takes until the next day to finish construction, which is actually great time. You were expecting to have to zap forward once or twice for the sake of narrative brevity, but with the Alternian build tools, Tavros' hive is swiftly renovated. It is far more spacious than it once was, with ramps and rails aplenty. Under Tavros' guidance, you widened hallways, lowered counters, revamped bathrooms. It's like a brand new house. You don't have a ribbon to cut in celebration, so
Whoops.
so Tavros summons some bizarre fire spawn creature to shoot confetti all around the entrance to the hive. It's all gross and sticky and you hate every second of it, but he's having fun. After that, Tavros spends a while just exploring the hive. He wheels himself through each block, awed by the ease with which he can navigate the space. By the time he returns to his respite block, his grin is radiant. You take it he likes the new place.
Oh yes, this pad is now genuinely frigid. It makes me feel more confident, like the world is my bi-valve jewel container. Like, I could say to Vriska, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me, biatch. Okay, I won't say that probably, but I could. Actually, maybe I will say that, as well as plenty of other deliriously rude things which long I have avoided saying.
Okay, that's probably enough for you. Kanai is staring icily at him, but he doesn't seem to notice. He suggests that it's a good time to settle down. The sun's going to be rising soon.
Right. While we still have some moonlight, would you like to stay for a while, Kanaya, and play some games with us?
Oh no, that's quite alright. I'm afraid I have duties to attend to at home. I left a dress in the oven. Kanaya blinks and carefully maintains her poise. It's made out of clay, you see. I'm getting experimental.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, goodbye. She smiles at Tavros and shoots you a pointed glance. You take it as your cue to place a hand on her shoulder, concentrate on her hive, and send her back in a flash of light. Once she's gone, Tavros wheels up to you and nudges you in the hip.
So, regarding Kanaya, this could perhaps be me misreading the situation, but when I reach deep inside and tap into the marvelous power of the self-esteems, it tells me that I'm very right and smart. Did you see the way she was smiling at me? Tavros, no. Oh my god. Almost in a way as to suggest amorous inclinations.
Problem with Tavros.
Eh?
You feel bad for him when he's sad, but then like when
Then
he's
he gets like
confident,
this.
He's just the worst.
Yeah.
He waggles his eyeballs furiously in your direction. Oh jeez. You told Tavros that's just what friendship is. She's not his type. Trust me, you say.
Drat. But, oh well. I think there is a saying about this, that the sea has many fish in it. Now that I'm feeling better, I think perhaps I will one day go fishing for a quadrant or two.
Well, it's a start. It's going to take some time for this kid to figure out what genuine self-esteem is like. But just like the Prospition clouds part to reveal a brilliant sky blue, we think Tavros is on the verge of seeing the sun. The moon? Well, this metaphor would work better on Earth. Tavros can be more than he is, and he doesn't need to change to do it. When he offers you a smile, there's a spark of compassion behind you that tells you he's already worth the world. All he ever needed was someone to believe in. And money. He also needed money.
So, would you like to perhaps celebratorily play a round or two of Fetus Spawn with me? I am feeling much more prepared to enjoy a game, and perhaps think that this time I would proceed to crush you with my incredible might as a Fetus Spawn breeder. Except I mean that in a nice way, like that of a friendly challenge. If you'll accept.
The word friend in that sentence was all you needed to hear.
Oh my gosh.
That
was cute.
Ending. Yeah.
That was cute.
I'm glad for him. Yeah. That's Tavros then.
That was good. I like it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Kanaya's
Kanaya's appearance also added a lot to it.
Yeah, Kanaya was great, and I mean, when isn't she great? Now Aradia. It is pronounced
Yes,
Aradia.
it is pronounced Aradia.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, my turn now.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? What are you doing on this awful planet? You walk, and you don't stop walking. You walk until the moons are high in the sky and the lights from the city all but fade away. You walk until you can't think about anything but walking anymore. Then you zap, 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 zap. I like the different quirks used here. Who cares? Just want out of here.
Miss Rose loves this route, apparently. So.
Oh.
Looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I missed Aradia. So
yeah.
glad to be getting this volume. What's happening to you? What are these thoughts? What are these half-remembered truths? Why do all of your new friends seem so fresh but so familiar? You're lost inside yourself of what simultaneously feels but like both a moment and an eternity. You stop walking and lay down. The grass feels cool on the back of your head and your eyes. You stop walking and lay down. The grass feels cool on the back of your head and your eyes feel so heavy.
Oh! That guy from the show. Ah!
Hello! Hello there!
Wow.
Oh, this music.
It's funky.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Inches away from your face, someone is bent over you and staring unblinkingly. I can't read! Inches away from your face, someone is bent over you and staring unblinkingly into your eyes.
What are her horns doing? I mean, they've never...
Her horns has never been consistent, ever, so I don't question... I don't question her horns anymore.
Also, she's alive, so have we gone back in time?
Oh yeah, that's true, like, the cycle of revenge should have already happened, but
yeah.
Totally alive here. Alright. In a single panic motion, you do a youthful sideways roll and spring to your feet. doesn't seem to startle her at all. She doesn't move from her precariously balanced squat. She's just looking at you, observing you. Is she waiting for you to do something? I really like this music. Wow.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I assume this is James Roach.
I would be surprised if it wasn't.
Oh yeah, I can just check, right.
After exactly 21 seconds of staring directly at you, she offers an entirely too toothy smile.
Yeah.
Part of you suspects she just remembered that's what you do in these situations. I have a theory in the back of my mind that I'm going to see if it ends up happening in this route.
Okay.
She examines you with an obvious curiosity.
Right. It's got to think about which, like, Aradia mode this is. It's got a few different moods.
Well, I mean, she doesn't seem gloomy, so...
Yeah. Well,
even though she's talking like she's doomed,
yeah.
but yeah.
Also, I like this sort of interpretation of her hair.
Yeah.
It's a good...
Yeah, she looks like she's wearing like a high
It's
ponytail. I like it.
Yeah. No, did I just say Megalovania? Oh my god, it's Megalovania.
That is Megalovania!
Is that allowed? Can you just do
Well,
that?
I mean, technically Megalovania is God tier, so it's not wrong.
Yeah. Don't be nice surprise. Not the worst decision. Should nap among the remains of the deceased.
What? With a sarcastic motion that suggests looking literally anywhere around you, she draws your attention to what appears to be some sort of dig site? God, I really like this song. I'm sorry, it's so good. You seem to have fallen asleep on a pile of bones. Her shirt is emblazoned with a dark red Aries symbol. Oh, cool, another Zodiac kid. You must have said Aries out loud because she immediately corrects you.
It is pronounced Aradia.
That makes sense. Although you've just met, you cannot fathom her name being pronounced any other way.
If I recall
Nice.
correctly, this is like dunking on Andrew Hussey specifically. He says it Aradia, I think.
Oh my god, yeah, that's
Which
right.
is-
Was it because
I think
this
that's-
because I think James Roach was arguing about Aradia's pronunciation,
Yeah.
so this is pretty
I
great.
think Andrew Hussey saying Avadia is the single most persuasive argument for death of the author. It's wrong.
You know, potential friend Aradia is looking a little... What is a polite and charming way of saying rough around the edges? The clothes are a bit shabby, but maybe that's just normal wear and tear when you've been hanging out in the dirt all day. What is she doing here in the dirt anyway?
I come out here to dig up bones.
Oh, like, archaeology?
Oh yes, that too.
Oh.
Bones are an important part of the life cycle. You often hear about the beauty of life, but I find that death is just as important and fascinating. This is weird for me hearing Megalovania here, because like, it's just so associated with like sands and all that for me by now. Not even like a meme way. I just, you know, maybe I've been watching some Let's Plays of it lately, so
I
that's why
understand.
it's just weird.
I haven't easier time like associating it with Homestuck because that's how I knew about it first.
Yeah. I mean, it was Earthbound Halloween Hack first, but then it was Homestuck before it was Undertale.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I experienced Homestuck before all of that, so I always attributed it to Homestuck.
Yeah.
Funny aside, is when I first played Undertale for the first time, and I did not do the Genocide run yet, I looked into the files for the music, and I saw all the music, and I'd spoiled myself to Megalovania by seeing the title, and I thought, what the fuck is Megalovania doing here? So, yeah, there's that.
And now it's in Smash Bros, because what a timeline we're in.
God. Megalovania is just everywhere and I love it.
Bones are an important part of the life cycle. You often hear about the beauty of life, but I find that death is just as important and fascinating. I already read that line, I just realised. The finality of death has a beauty to it. Or it used to.
You want to ask what she means, but it must be written all over your face. She very quickly moves on.
Remains can tell us a lot about their owner's life. How they lived, how they met their end. Is that not a little wonderful? Fossils represent a finality, a moment locked in time. It is the physical that remains while the spirit moves on. Everything that made them who they were is gone. When all is said and done, it's only the bones that survive to tell their tale. And in that way, death is a sort of perfection, don't you think? Their violent end is sort of peace. Nothing left but the bones.
You've never thought of it that way. In fact, I suspect you may have never thought about anything versus girls thought about bones.
Oh, bones are just one of my many interests.
Oh, yeah. You too. Big bone fan over here.
I see you are also a person of exquisite taste.
I see you too are a person of culture. Well, damn. Oh to you too. Your stomach growls a little bit. Just how long were you out here?
I discovered your body several hours ago. I thought you might be dead, so I was watching you to confirm my suspicions.
She was watching what she thought was a dead body? For several hours?
Yes. On the lookout for early signs of decomposition.
Holy
What?
shit, girl.
Oh dear. She's weird. Rigor mortis, etc. Unfortunately, you are not completely dead.
Unfortunately. Thank goodness for that.
Oh, I love it. I guess.
Wait, what does she mean completely? There is a moment where her unbreaking, if not somewhat unsettling grin leads towards normal. Well, okay, someone might describe it as normal if maybe you'd never seen anybody smile before. Like if you were passing someone in the hallway and they described what a smile was to you and you were like, no, I got this. Alas, you digress.
You are like me. The dead speak to you. You would do well to pay attention. The mantle of doomed souls leashed to you. I wonder just how many times you have died. She knows.
She knows!
Getting into it.
Died? Like, bereft of life? She sits down beside you. She picks up some sort of rib or femur or pelvis or whatever and begins to idly draw in the dirt. It is a crude drawing of some sort of misshapen stick person. Unrelatable. I knew that some weird shit was gonna happen with Aradia. I just knew it.
It makes sense, but I mean, as much as like I love all the just character stuff, I mean, I also live for like the story of this.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I don't know where it's going, but it's like T-pose. What's up with T-pose?
Why T-posing?
Traditionally, yes, that is what dying means. But you are different. I can see the ghosts of all your alternate iterations floating around you, trying to help you. Doomed timelines that have been purposefully erased from your consciousness. But you're the culmination of the choices you've made, fatal or otherwise. You've been forced to leave so much behind you.
Your memories! Despite the fact that she seems very focused on her dirt art, you suddenly feel so seen.
Someone doesn't want you to remember, but...
She looks at you and leans in close.
Do you want to know a secret?
Wait, did she just say ghosts? I'm sorry? You're really not following. Some kind of fake if you're being honest. Ghosts? Yeah, okay. You've seen some weird shit on this planet, but you draw the line at ghosts. The spooky bit was kind of charming and cool at first, but this is borderline ridiculous.
Oh.
She almost looks hurt. Her tone turns hollow.
How disappointing. Oh.
Aradia rises and turns her back towards you. The night air feels cold, and which it hadn't before now. Perhaps Perhaps on behalf of the especially cold shoulder treatment you're getting right now. Little bumps form on your skin.
I have misjudged. Excuse me.
No problem.
I have misjudged you. I thought I could trust you, but maybe you are just like the rest. I'm okay with that. It does not bother me.
Oh, she's dead now.
What?
I assume she's dead now because she's floating. She's floating several feet off the ground. Typically, this is your sign not to say, sounds like it kind of does bother you. Alright. Give in to your need to feel like you know better than everyone, or keep your mouth shut for once.
I feel like give in to your need to feel like you know better than everyone is probably actually a good ending. So that's how it tends to end up anyway.
Yeah.
Should we keep our mouths shut?
Let's keep our mouths shut, see what happens. You keep quiet. Now is not the time for your incredible insights. The restraint you have shown here will surely be rewarded. She turns to you slowly, dangling somewhat limply in the air.
This act is for your benefit, but to proceed any further is pointless. Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Her eyes are white. Her face is unreadable. Oh my god, ghosts are real too? Alternia is fucked up!
I just realised how her horns are working in this. I thought that was like a gap in them at the base, but that's just some hair in front of it. And it just curves
yeah,
around.
that's just here in front of it, yeah.
That was what was messing me up.
Okay.
Anyway. Boo.
Oh Jesus, no thanks. This secret sucks. Time to fucking go. Sorry you said ghosts are fake or whatever bullshit.
Yes, maybe that would be best for both of us. I had some hope for you, but it looks like that was misplaced.
There's a hollow disappointment in her voice. You've never been negged by a ghost before. She raises a hand to you, her form silhouetted by the twin moons. There is a blissful moment where you feel suspended and still. Oh.
Yeah.
Better luck next time? Well... Oh, what?
What?
What the fuck? Okay!
Oh, actually, that got me.
That was actually startling! Holy shit!
Actually scared me for a second. I've still got Doki Doki Literature Club PTSD. So I don't like when that kind of thing happens.
Wow, okay. God.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay.
Okay. Take a breath.
So
Take a
I'm
breath.
wondering if the text is gonna be the same or if we should just reload from the last choice.
I think we should keep going with this.
Yeah, let's keep going just
See
in
what
case.
I'm a bit spooked.
Alright then. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of go through the dialogue, and if anything's different, then, you know, we'll see.
Okay.
I'm just sort of clicking through it now.
Yeah, me too.
This does all seem to be the same, and I don't want to just skip through it, just to be sure.
Yeah, I'm reminded of Fozzer's route in Friend Sim.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Without the frightening rewinding that happened.
I think, wasn't there like a specific moment in Doki Doki Literature? I'm sorry, I know it's an easy comparison, but it just, you know, it's a well-known one. there's a specific moment it reminds me of.
Yeah! I remember what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, it's when, spoilers, I suppose. Who's not played it by now? When you find, you find Yuri, like, cutting herself, isn't it?
Yeah.
And rewinds
and then it just like rewinds to and back to where that never happened.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. I know this game is never gonna be like Doki Doki level fucked up, but it still scared me a bit just by association.
Yeah. It's the same kind of concept that's happening here.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And just, I don't know. I mean, it's even like, they're both like vampire games and stuff. It just reminds me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I can tell, everything is the same.
Yeah, it's...
Oh!
What?
Oh! The choice where it talks, where it said, wait, did she just say ghost? Now there's a second choice to it.
I'm not quite there yet. Give me a sec.
Oh my god! Okay. Yeah, I'll wait until you get there.
Okay. I'll just save that. I don't know,
Did you
should
get
we
there?
go for that or not? Since that seems to be the good end or whatever. Should we do the other one first?
Oh my gosh.
Because, there was a choice from the did you say ghost thing.
Yeah.
You think we should go
Okay,
for that first?
okay. Well, we'll come back to that one then. So, to the other one.
So are we doing did she just say ghosts?
No. I mean,
Sorry, what?
wait, okay, wait, what were you saying we should do?
Well, I'm just thinking if you want to get like the sort of, the good ending or whatever last, and I feel like this seems to be, you've never wanted anything more, seems to be the good ending. Should we go for the other one first? Because there was a choice, after this one.
As in, wait, did she just say ghosts?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was saying, I was about to load the other choice, which is what it was going to lead to, but we can choose that and see if anything different happens.
Yeah, I feel like that. I don't know. It's probably the same, but who knows?
Yeah, because the second choice is being highlighted at the.
Yeah, it's literally telling us to choose that. So, classic, video game logic. Figure out the right thing to do so you can do everything else first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Wait a second. Oh, never mind. So I'll just skip through this again and see if it's different again. Okay, so
it's occurring to me that she seems disappointed because you didn't choose the other option, which first time it wasn't there.
Yeah. I mean, Friendsim and Pesterquest have had a lot of timeline fuckery, but this is a first.
Yeah. Okay, so we want to give in to our need.
Yeah.
To feel like we know better than everyone.
Yeah.
Sounds like it kind of does bother her. Sounds like she probably isn't okay with it.
I feel like we're gonna try and do this the normal befriending and talking about her problems instead of, like, the law.
Yeah. She's silent for what seems like several minutes. Have your words reached her? When she turns to you, her eyes are white and her expression is blank. Her head tilts to the side as if she's looking at a curious bauble, her face unchanging.
Nothing really bothers me anymore.
Oh, Jesus. No thanks. Oh, it's gonna go back.
Yeah.
Add some more for you. Looks like this is his place.
Both of us. Yeah.
It's the same choice. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We absolutely have to. Yep. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna load.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip forward to it, but it should be the same.
Let's see what the other choice is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna load it.
Yeah. I want to be 100% sure, but it will be the same at this point, I think. Okay.
You never know with these games.
I have never wanted
Do you
anything
want
more
to
in
know
my
a
entire life.
secret?
This kind of reminds me at the end of Ransom.
Yes.
Do you want to know the truth? Not leading into the epilogue.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's get ready.
You have to admit you're a little fascinating. You have to admit you're a little fascinated by this line of inquiry. You do your signature cool person facade and tell her that there is nothing in this godforsaken universe that will keep you from hearing that secret. You throw in that you are going to die if you do not find out immediately. Smooth. Oh, she stopped talking with her zeros.
Oh, nice.
Oh god, I think I might be right in my theory. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to see what that was afterwards.
Yeah.
You don't know how relieved I am to hear that.
The way she speaks has shifted slightly. It sounds fuller, livelier. That's good?
Oh.
I called it! I fucking called it! I knew Dr. Aradia was standing in front of us as hi!
That
was my
sure how
theory.
it all, like, is working, but... Yeah. Oh yes, I've been alive for some time now. All according to plan.
When she says the word time, her eyebrows lift a little, as if cueing you in on a joke she seems to think you are completely familiar with. You give it a polite chuckle. What a character. She
Miss
beams,
Rose,
and
you're
there is a
making
moment
me- You're making me worried in the chat. Sorry, Miss Rose. A lot of...
Yeah, because I'm not seeing the chat. I don't know what's going on.
Just a lot of, like, smileys with a lot of mouths. It's... I don't know, it's hard to explain, it's just... You're making me nervous.
I'm excited. She beams, and there's a moment you forget that she was talking about ghost secrets.
They can't find us here. We have made them very mad.
Oh boy. They can't find us here? Them? We've? Mad? Made? You don't ask for clarification on very. You're feeling pretty confident about that one.
Is this a dream bubble? This is not the first time we have met.
Really?
Though it is hard to say how long has passed since then. Time passes differently out here. Yeah, it's a dream
God.
bubble.
She loves making this joke. I love it. Hey, apropos of nothing, and far be it from you to comment on someone's appearance, but why does she look so much older? Why is she wearing the magic teen pajamas like John and them? Oh, she's actually aged. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't know she's taller.
I mean, it actually makes sense because John and like all the other god tiers have aged as well. So this is
Yeah.
implying that, yeah, okay, this is interesting.
Yeah.
How does she manage to do her makeup so well and just not brush her hair at all? You know, with curls, the issue might actually be over brushing. You don't want to brag, but you happen to have an encyclopedic knowledge of hair care products. Has she considered switching to a sulfate-free shampoo?
This is new character law. Vitus.
God, you wish you had hair.
Wow, you ask a lot of questions, but I guess that's natural. Right now we are outside of the canonical relevance.
You're gonna have to stop her right there. You've had enough of canon and relevancy and what it means and what is or isn't. Do you people never tire of sniffing your own farts about canonical impact?
Wow, rude.
Yeah, you're rude now. Fuck the narrative!
Absolutely phenomenal, and I could not agree more. Like I was trying to explain, out here even the powers that be can't hear us. I must say I'm a big fan of your work. I've seen quite a few doomed timelines before, but nothing like this. You are something they had no contingency plans for, and Paradox Space is practically falling apart at the seams. This timeline's been peppered with inconsistencies and clues, things here and there that cannot exist yet, events that occur too early. I figured you were doing it on purpose, so I thought I'd get your attention. But you are a little broken, aren't you?
She looks disappointed as she says this. You don't know why she would want your attention, but she has it.
It is not only your attention I want. The power is shifting, and the ones pulling the strings are distracted with their own meaningless problems. You really can't remember anything, can you?
You tell her you remember some things that you can't explain. Names of things, hints of the past, whispers of ghosts. Wait, how does she know this?
Yes, they have been whispering to you quite loudly. They are the fractured remnants of your departed selves. They have been trying to help you get here at this exact moment.
You ask where and when here is exactly. As you look around, the scenery seems to shift. Sometimes you're inside, sometimes you're outside, sometimes you're in all places at once. You swear you've seen some shadow of your friends here and there, but in places they don't really belong. Why would Rose be in Kanaya's hive? Do they know each other? You want to know what is going on and why it's so important that you're here. Wherever here is.
I asked an old friend's ghost to tell an ancient space squid to burp up a place for us to meet.
Dream bubbles!
Yeah, thought so.
As one does. Sure.
Think of it as a liminal space made of the same thing memories are made of. I've spent a lot of time in the furthest ring and in these bubbles and trying to figure out how they work. So I have some ideas. But I don't think the ones who conceived them even really know exactly. What matters is the specific path you took to get here. It took you many tries, but you made it.
You
The guy
get the
watching the
feeling
show,
more
adopting
this is...
her right now. Yeah,
What was that?
That's a guy watching the show in chat. I don't know what I should call
Oh.
you, that seems a bit long, but it's adopting her
Yeah,
right now.
I thought you were actually watching a show, so I got confused.
But yeah, I agree with that.
You get the feeling the more this is spelled out, the less sense it will make. Kinda kills the magic.
Yes, that is probably true of most things. Instead of explaining it to you, it was easier just to rewind things and have you try again. Figures.
You're almost too embarrassed to ask how many times it took you to get it right. She puts her hand on your shoulder and just shakes her head. Oh.
The important thing is, you made it. I tried so many things to get you here. One time I pretended to be a ghost.
She affects a spooky tone, sort of waving her fingers around.
I did not affect a spooky tone. I'm sorry. Since accidentally entering the medium, your particular class and aspect combination have given you knowledge and foresight you shouldn't have.
Wait a minute.
But here, where the connection to every version of yourself is strongest, we can do a little housekeeping.
Okay, wait. Did she just imply that MSPA Reader has a class and aspect?
Yeah, I guess.
She reaches her hand out to yours. Oh fuck, is this it? You're finally making a friend and all it took was an infinite number of tries. You take her hand and she smiles at you. And then everything goes off the shits.
Okay.
What? Oh. Something
Whoa.
flies into you. Oh fuck, was that a ghost? You can see them. Oh fuck, it has your face. There's so many of them. What the fuck is happening? Oh my god. One by one, they slam into you. The entirety of their lives and each of their deaths play out before you in real time. Aradia clutches your hand and begins to laugh in a way that makes you start to think maybe this wasn't a great idea.
Oh my god.
But you remember. You remember all of them. As the last doomed version of yourself is absorbed into your body, you collapse out of both physical and mental exhaustion. You're back in the dirt, back in the bone pile. You just sort of turn over and lay there for a second. Oh my god. Malik, Tizius, Boulder, oh little demon, Zipper. Okay, maybe not that guy. But there's still a gap. Why are you here? You look down at the hoodie Malik gave you. Didn't Karkat's friend say nobody had used the symbol for a long time?
Friends and music. I'm
Oh
right
god,
now.
this This is giving me emotions.
Ah, I actually
Oh.
remembered for good now.
Oh.
Oh, I hope so. I'm afraid I don't know exactly. My abilities have allowed me to tidy up your timelines that may have happened in a sort of tentative canon.
You roll your eyes. She ignores you.
So whatever happened to you outside of the narrative is beyond my capacity as a guide of the deceased. But I know a way we can find out. It is why I brought you here, to give you back your memories.
God, you miss just fucking around about hot. You wonder what your friends are up to now. You think maybe you should check on them.
Yes, we should.
She looks you in the eyes and you stop rolling them for 2 seconds.
Although, are we gonna have to do like a billion
Oh my god.
rolls of each? Aren't you tired of being nice? Dude,
Don't you just want to go ape shit?
don't you just want to go ape shit? Oh. I don't know
Oh my
which
god.
one to go.
They're both good choices.
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, I'm really tempted to go for that first one because I know that's what she wants.
Yeah. Should we go
But if
for
you want
the
to
second
see
one?
every ending,
Yeah, should we go for the second one?
oh
then?
look at the time. You're supposed to pick up. If oh look at the time. You were supposed to pick your punk rock alien daughter up to go or whatever. God. Yeah, let's do that one.
We better take her to Earth at some point. Like we promised.
Oh my god, you're friends? You have to go back. You look at Aradia. This is awkward. You actually have a prior engagement. Actually, this could work. You extend your hand to universal come with me gesture.
I'm excited. Oh my god, what's happening? Wait,
What's happening?
that was new.
Oh shit.
Oh no, it wasn't new. My bad.
Huh?
So I thought one of the backgrounds was a new one. It wasn't.
Okay. You try to focus on anyone. Chaos of the burnt out mall. Will you promise to Daria take her with you? Yes, it's all coming back to you. You're so glad you have an encyclopedic knowledge of that whole adventure before continuing. You zap the both of you onwards.
I feel like this is gonna
Oh,
go
there's
horribly
T-pose,
wrong
man.
somehow. Oh my god. I thought this might go horribly wrong.
You're in the fucking hallway! There's that T-posing turd! Aradia goes wide-eyed. No! Not this time. Eat my whole ass, you nobodies!
MSPA reader is just off the shits right now.
MSPA is sick of this shit! You conjure the strongest memory you can. Oh my god. You sniff Martha's armpit!
Hey, that was optional. You don't know that I sniffed it.
Unfortunately, I did.
I might have.
The shame you're feeling sends you reeling. This is it, you guess.
You what?
Oh my god!
Oh, I think I peaked the audio there.
Holy shit! God!
Jesus. That whole route still haunts me. You what? Ooh.
Okay. But nothing is here. You float listlessly in the black void.
Okay.
Why isn't anything here? Where is everyone? You refocus. Maybe that was just a bad point to remember. Yeah, you think? You pull the strings of your hoodie tight, letting its warmth cover you like a dear friend's embrace. Surely you have spent enough time with Malik's jacket to have formed some sort of secret bond with the memory of him. This will be enough. It needs to be enough. You disappear and reappear in the same spot. You phase in and out over and over and nothing happens. Aradia watches you, but seems to be giving you space to process this. It isn't enough. It was never enough. They're gone. You go limp and just drift for a while. You hear the sad song of some sort of cosmic entity. Its low tones reverberate your entire body, filling you with a sorrow you didn't know you were capable of feeling.
I'm sad now.
An impossibly long tendril appears from the void and slowly makes its way towards you. It gently wraps itself around you. You don't even bother to question it at this point.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
Wow. On a scale of 1 to 10, how shaken is your faith?
Why aren't they here? Why aren't they here, Aradia? Where is everything?
I don't know. But I'm here. Do you want to just vibe out with the space monster for a little while? I kind of do.
Yeah. Okay. You guess.
I do not know where your friends are or why there isn't anything here. And I'm afraid that you may not find these answers until you confront the puppet master. But
What?
isn't that fine? Friends and grudges, life and death, existence and nothingness? Isn't it all the same in the end? The only thing...
If this is about bones, you're going to lose your mind. She smiles.
Well, I can confidently say it wasn't not about bones.
You can't help but laugh a little bit.
Do you want to try again? I know there is a different way this goes, but I still wanted to see what you would do. You won't remember anything, not even our friend here.
You think about it for a little bit. The tentacle sort of paps you in the face. Is it trying to comfort you? Eventually, you know that's what has to happen. She'll wind you and tidy up the mess you... There is a path you needed to follow, and you keep trying to cheat it. Yeah, we sure do.
Yeah, that might have been a bit easy.
You ask her to let you sit here for a little bit longer. You don't want to forget just yet.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Oh. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's... Huh. Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, is this different?
I think we just rewinded.
Yeah, but hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'll just skip through it.
Okay.
It's still...
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the same again.
Okay, I just fast forwarded because it is all the same.
Yeah.
Don't you just want to go ape shit?
You want to see this whole place break apart?
You think about it for a little bit. You've been gone for so long, you can go back whenever you want, right? You gotta focus on the friends in the here and now. You know what? Yeah, let's trash this place. You stand up and kick over a small pile of bones.
No, my bones!
Oh, oops, sorry. She kneels down next to the carnage and just stares for a little bit. Shit, she looks completely devastated. It is actually kind of hard to watch. You turn away. Ah, biscuits. This is no way to canonize a friendship with a time god. What were you thinking? You're just too goddamn good at kicking over small piles of shit. Curse these powerful legs. Marvis wouldn't do something like this. That guy was cool as hell.
Talking about Marvis.
Aradia begins to laugh in a way someone less eager for friendship might describe as a cackle.
Look.
She has arranged the bones into an outlandish, if not slightly vulgar configuration.
For once, I really am okay with this. I was just lying to you for comedic effect. It's okay, you can laugh. Try it with me. Say ha.
Nice reference. Ha.
Now say it again.
Ha.
There you go. I meant apeshit more in the larger sense. I don't think any of them care about bones. Their loss. If you really want to see things fall apart, I can lead you to where you need to be.
You don't know who they are, and you don't give a single solitary shit. Fuck this place. Fuck whoever took your memories. Let's go absolutely buck wild up in this piece. You kick up some dirt and don't even care. Aradia produces a series of abstractions from thin air. Some sort of giant Ouija board. The lens spells out sickle, but in Alternian, which you still don't understand why you can read, but you know what? Not the weirdest shit happening right now. Carcat's rambunctiously colored sickle appears midair. She hands it to you and excitedly takes your other hand.
Let's go.
Over the next few hours, you teleport around both Aradia and Earth, dropping a bunch of nonsense places, being careful not to be seen. You change a gift itinerary in John's dad's PDA. You sign the kids up for cell phone plans. Are you just doing chores? This really feels more like running errands than breaking anything.
Trust me, they're going to notice, and oh, I bet they're going to be so steamed.
You personally guarantee nobody in their right mind will. But the moment the words leave your mouth, something in the distance cracks. You don't see it. You don't hear it. You feel it. You zap to the next location. You steal Vriska's lipstick, and there it is again. Crack. You almost can't believe it. This stupid plan is working. You guess the devil really is in the details. Next to you, Aradia looks absolutely thrilled.
Subtle changes in the timeline can have big repercussions, but nothing like this. They usually just create a doomed offshoot, but this is a whole doomed reality. Don't you know what this means?
You tell her that you totally do know what it means, but in case she doesn't know, she should explain it for herself.
Smooth. If you just keep up whatever it is you've been doing, this whole place is going to come down. Hup.
Aradia lifts an air conditioning unit and throws it into the stratosphere with her mind. Wow, that's fucked up. She sits on the edge of the roof overlooking the city.
Different music. Thank you. This was fun.
A faint crack forms in the sky. The curtains of space and time pull back to reveal a nothingness that does not really make you feel as whole as you had hoped.
There is still a bit for you to do. You still have a few more friends to make.
What? That's it? You put a crack in reality and then just go back to spending time with some teens?
Yeah. Aren't you also sort of a teen?
You explained it was never very clear, actually.
Well, the answers you want are at the end of your path. The only way to find them is to get them to come to you. And they will. It will all make sense then.
You wish that were true. You sit next to her, your legs dangling over the edge of the molding. Before your eyes, the crack in the sky appears to be sewn shut, almost as quickly as it appeared. She was right. Something is happening. The two of you sit in each other's company for what feels like both a moment and an eternity. Huh. Good end, you guess.
Well, that was...
Wow, okay, that was something, huh?
A very interesting one.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of thinking about this one. That was some existential bullshit that's happening.
A guy watching the show says, as long as I get to remember Skylar's beefy arms. That's very
Same.
Yeah, that was... I mean, I live for that kind of stuff. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was super good.
Yeah,
so many great moments.
I mean, Aradia is just always great, but also like the...
Aradia is a fucking mysterious weirdo, and I love her.
Yeah. And there's also all the plot, you know, the overarching plot of Pesterquest is so interesting to me, because, like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I just want to know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, we're getting more and more bits and pieces, but it's still... I don't know. As long as it ends with us just like kicking Doc Scratch's ass and
Yeah.
fighting with all of our friends, that's all I want.
Well, this is Homestuck. It's not gonna be that easy.
Yeah. Well, I've been meaning
We've got 4 more trolls to go.
Yeah, who was that? So it was Eridan, Fefri,
Aradia,
Nepeta,
Fefri, Nepeta, and
Solux.
Solix.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the Alpha
I'm
kids,
looking forward to
presumably.
Solix because I miss. I've been looking forward to Solix because I miss him.
Yeah.
And Nepeta too. God, I miss
Oh,
Nepeta.
of course. When did she last have dialogue? Like, oh no, that was Nepeta Sprite, so that wasn't too long ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was some like Fefri. I realised the other day it hasn't had dialogue since Mini Strife.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's Miss Rose. Yeah, every time we get a new piece,
Last time Fefri had dialogue was in the epilogue.
Oh god, yeah, I think I forgot that actually. I think I blocked that scene out from my memory.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
God.
Yeah. What I've been meaning to do on these streams is also look at the credits, because, I mean, I'm just going to have a look, because just shout out to everyone involved in this. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to see who... let's see, James Roach wrote Aradia.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. As James Roach has told us, she is the only character in Homestuck, so it makes sense. David Turnbull wrote Tavros. Nice.
Terezi's theme is. I realized Terezi's theme is a QR code.
Aradia's theme is called.
I gotta pull out my QR reader for this.
Let me have a look at all this then, because I've not really looked at the credits in detail at all. Who were the character artists? Brea Rivera? Don't think I know that name, but
oh, okay.
good stuff. Yeah, I don't know that name, so I don't think they worked on Friendsim. Not that I remember. That's good art. Background artist Courtney Brendel. Another name I don't know, I have to admit.
Oh,
yeah.
Terezi's QR code says, check the metadata.
Oof, later. I can't deal with this. I'm just looking at the track titles, because James Roach does the best titles.
I don't know how to look at the metadata.
I don't know if it's just like in the files as like raw. I don't know. I'll have a look. See, John's theme. Sometimes I call Andrew Hussey Andy, and so far he hasn't corrected me. Rose's theme is called Please Support the Trevor Project, with a link in the name by the looks of it. Although it doesn't seem to be. Nice.
Love
Dave's
these
theme,
titles
I'll
so
probably just
much.
name this one something normal. Oh no, wait, oh geez, or beans. Dave's ending theme, 24/7 lo-fi anime beats to question your sexuality too.
God, me too.
What else we got? Game designer
Jade's
programming,
theme.
David Turnbull.
James Roach featuring Speak and Say, Carefree Victory. Speak and
I
Say.
didn't even see that one. Yeah.
Aradia's theme is, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I love this. God, James Roach just has the best titles for the song.
James Roach is a madman. Who must be stopped but will never be stopped.
So please don't ever stop him.
Yeah, I think my favourite is still an ASCII image of Belzette.
That's super good. I just love that it's literally what it says.
Yeah. Anyway, I forgot about the chum roll. We still got that. That's fun. Some of them aren't actually unlocked. Anyway. Yeah, I think we both have stuff to be doing. well, I have sleep to be having.
You need to do the sleep, and
Yeah, I have work tomorrow.
I have
too.
I have nerd things to do
Yeah.
in the form of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I've fun with that. Yeah,
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah, thanks for
It was
watching. For that
super
whole,
awesome as always.
Yeah, that whole trip. I don't know. I don't even
I
know
was
what
just-
happened, but thanks for being here for it. Yeah, see you in 2 weeks, presumably.
Yes.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.